Glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Olave over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
637. 618.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Alpha, 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 alpha. Go.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The Raiders at 8-3 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Hey, going out right here.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Now it's Fields.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here we go.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here we go.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Go.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And they can't bring him down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Carr now to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Carr. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can happen.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Fields.
The left side throw complete to Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here we go, Scott. Hey, Ken.
Motion man is Schwartz. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this is picked up by the Saints. There he goes, right side.
Inside the 10.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go, son.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Go. Go.
Fields. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here we go, son.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Sit high.
To throw is Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got a man, it's Mayer.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
Here we go. Easy. Hey, Ken.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He's got Burton here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Carr.
The pass caught by Olave.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here's 3rd and 7.
From midfield, here's Carr. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Now Carr.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And the point after, good by Groupie.
And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 50, here's Fields.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Carlson able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Mayday. Right.
Off play action. Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw his Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
One down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here's Carr. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as a defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Groupie for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's Fields. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Cam. Tonight.
Here's Fields.
Touchdown Raiders.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And that leads to a New Orleans 1st down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Carr going to throw.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
What now?
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here we go, son.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Extend.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Motion man is Schwartz. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Carr to throw.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Carr. And the Raiders have got him.
Patrick Queen picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looking long for Thomas.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long.
Now Carr, got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Catch made by Slayton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
That is caught. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready, set.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustment